said that last week I said that this TCP IP model is only a reference model. It's not how it is actually working, but so just explaining the conceptual, right? Conceptual way of behavior. So then I asked you to find out some features. I think you have done some work and find out the features. So I just wanted to find out each layer, features of each layer, and protocols working in each layer and different formats of the packet. Right, okay, so let's fill that table today. So I think you have already found information about this. So you can share me the details, then I can fill it. Right, let's fill this quickly. And the first one is the layer. The second one, I'm going to put features of that layer. And then, the data format of the particular layer and the protocols. Okay, so you can start now. So which layer we are going to start with? Is it application or presentation or sessions? Okay, let's start with the top, application. Okay, layer is application. What are the features of application layer? Have you found any information about application layer? Can you share? Yes, I would like if this is interactive, then so you can also learn and I can also learn. So if anything that is new to me, then I can also learn and you can also learn. So, and the class will not be boring. So please share. So if you know, yes, if you have any information about this found, then please share it. Methuli, especially the students who are facing examination this time. Netuli, yes. Did you find any information or forgot? Now it's time to prepare for the examination, right? Learning is not a one-way process. So learning, teaching, learning is like two-way process. Students must learn and teacher must teach, right? So to actually fulfill that, so sometimes student must search information. That is also a component of learning, right? Searching information, finding information, going to libraries, going to internet. That is also part of learning. Okay, anyone found any information about this? Sitmi, Satira? So you wait until I discover, right? So I have already discovered this one. So I started teaching for A-levels in 2011. But unfortunately or fortunately, after that, I couldn't actually teach students because I was teaching university students. And I couldn't teach A-level students. For some non-people, I have given my service, but not as a group class or some other class, right? So I know this. So I need you to know this, right? So you want to teach me, it's okay, right? So I'll accept, right? If you want to teach me, I'll accept. That means I can understand that no one has found information. That's what I feel. Is it? Okay. Nicely forgotten.
Is a human-computer interact layer?
Yeah, it is the layer that is visible to us, right? It is the layer that is visible to us. So because we cannot see the bottom layers much, so this layer is clearly visible to us. We are interacting in this layer. And the data format, actually in this layer, we can see data as packets, right? So not just as packets, so there are some other formats. So information is also a format here. So this is like, okay, so if you just search like this, you can find information about how data change in different layers. You can go access Google and you can search data encapsulation in OSI model. If you search how data encapsulation happens in the OSI model, you can find this information. This is like, so some information you don't need right much. So this is like L1, these headers, L7 headers, data, L6 header, L7 header and data. Likewise, L5 header, L6 header. So this is how each layer is added and padded with different information. But so you don't need that much of information, just you should know so how data are there in different layers. Here also in the physical layer, data you can see in binary format, 101010 format. And in the data link layer, you have frames. So that has data, and this is unclear. Let's use another image. Okay, it's also not clear. This one. Yeah, this is more clear, right? So in the physical layer, you can see binaries. In the cables, actually data sent as numbers. But in the above layer, in the data link layer, so it has a frame. So that format is called frame. And in data sent as a frame, it has a MAC header. What is MAC? We discussed this, right? What is MAC? Yes, what is MAC address? So this one is information. This is needed when answering this question. That's why I'm adding this image. Okay. Encapsulation means like it's put into a capsule. So you have information in the application layer. So that is our format, file types and folders, files. Those are the information in application and presentation layer. But here in the session layer, you have upper layer data like encrypted data. Then in the transport layer, you have added TCP, that is now a datagram or packet. This is IP packet. And after that, this will become a frame. And finally, it will become binary. මේ එක layer එකේ data තියෙන හැටි. යටම layer එකේ එක බිඳුව විතර signal එකක් විදියට උඩම layer එකේ frames කියලා කියනවා අපි. frames මේ තියෙන frame එකක්, frame එක තියෙනවා MAC header එකක්, message authentication code. The MAC කියන්නේ media access control. There are two meanings. One is message authentication code, that is in security. Media access control for network, that is the address. Media access control address. නැත්නම් MAC address, physical address එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ physical address එකට තියෙනවා low level header එකක්. ඊට පස්සේ තියෙනවා IP එකක්. ඊට පස්සේ TCP header එකක් transport වලට. Then you have the upper layer data and a frame sequence, FCS. So this is called a frame. Then you have packet. Data තියෙනවා signal විදියට, frame තියෙනවා, packet තියෙනවා, packet වලට උඩින් තියෙනවා TCP packet එකක් විදියට. Then you have a datagram. Here you have information, right? In this layer. So okay, layer one is application. Let's write for the application layer. In application layer, basically you have features, data which can be read by users. Data which can be read by users. It is interactive layer. It's interactive layer, right? That is the, and data format you have like data or information, files and folders. Data information as files and folders. Protocols. So have you found what are the protocols used in this layer? Anyone?
HTTP.
Sorry?
HTTP.
Yes, hypertext transfer protocols, correct. And HTTPS, hypertext transfer protocol secure version. What else? Telnet for remote access. Sorry?
FTP.
File transfer protocol. And TFTP, any file transfer related protocol. Then? Okay, all the application layers, applications, the email is application, web is application, file transfer is application, remote access is application, even email related protocol, all protocols are working in application layer. Right, you can add that. And so let me go to the note here. So this is higher level. So this is basically the application layer is the top level model. And in this model, actually, so high level resource sharing, APIs, What is API? API, application programming interface. Application programming interface or application programming interface. API කියලා කියන්නේ එක application එකකින් තව application එකකට data transfer කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන technique එකක්. So do you know that so many sites now provide Google authentication, Gmail authentication, and Facebook authentication. There are many sites providing Google and Facebook authentication. Have you seen? Again, sites වලට ගියාම when you visit these sites, they have feature login with Facebook, login with Google, login with Gmail, login with Facebook. Have you seen that? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Have you seen that?
Yes,
Or
sir.
not? So okay, let's go to a website. Let's say you are going to visit a website. I'm going to visit okay, let's say Tinkercad. I'm going to visit a website, tinkercad.com. Okay, here it's loading. When I visit this website, it has a feature, right? It has a feature or property which I can log in using my Gmail, or I can log in using my Facebook. Is it secure or not secure? Are you going to use that option, or are you going to use some other option? You can create an account. Either you can create a new account, or you can log in with the existing Gmail or existing Facebook account. So is it secure or not secure? So tell what, yes, tell what you feel. Is it secure or not secure? Can they get our Gmail password and username if we are doing like that? One student was asking this. That actually, that student is grade 8 student, grade 9 student. So grade 9 students was asking me this question. What do you think? Will they get our Gmail username password when we log in with Facebook or log in with Gmail?
Can say.
So then is it secure?
No.
Okay. So, but even we think like that, that's not happening, right? What will happen when you log in with Google, log in with Gmail? So it will just check with the Google. They will ask from the Google, hey, Google, is this guy is authenticated user? Is this guy is a valid user? It's like, right? Okay, you go to the visa office and get visa, right? You get visa and then migrate, or you travel to another country. That country people will check your passport. That country people will check your passport. So who issued the passport? How the passport issue karanne? So if you get a passport, actually, if you want a passport, who issues that passport in Sri Lanka? Who issues the passport in Sri Lanka? Okay, let's say you are traveling to another country. Let's say you are traveling to America, USA. And so when you travel, when you actually go by the flight, they will ask one thing. So where's your passport? Then you provide the passport. Who gave you the passport in Sri Lanka? That's a very simple question I asked. A practical, simple question. Hari. කවුද දැන් ඔයාට passport එකක් දීලා තියෙන්නේ ලංකාවේ? Can your parent give a passport? Can they create a passport for you? Can your parent give a passport for you? Okay, who gave you the birth certificate? Is it your parent or the hospital?
Hospital.
Yeah, through the hospital. It's given through the hospital. Actually, it's given by the birth registration office, but through the hospital. So that is registered birth. If you have a registered birth, you will get a birth certificate, right? So if you have registered death, then you will get a death certificate. Actually, not you, your family member will get a death certificate, right? So that's given by the registration authority. Similar to that, the passport is given by the passport agency or the passport office, right? Immigration office, Department of Immigrations and Immigrations. So they will issue you the passport. Can that passport be trusted by another country? If it is Sri Lankan passport, can another country trust that?
Yes.
Yes, they rely on our passport office. They rely on our passport office. Similar to that, okay, when you give this, okay, if you give that feature, login with Google, so this site's loading, sorry, Tinkercad or some other website, if you are login with Google or login with Facebook, it will go and ask from Google, hey, this guy is coming to my site. Is it a secure? Is it a genuine guy? Is he or is she is a legal person, a genuine person, an authenticated person? Then Google say, yes. He has given me the username and password. He's a genuine guy. Take him. So that is the role of API, right? That is the role of API. Google never share your username and password with them. Don't worry. Google never share their username and password with them. Instead of that, Google get username and password from you and give a certificate that you are a trusted party of Google. Right? Google will take username and password from you. Google tama gana username password එයාගෙන කියනවා මෙයාව විශ්වාස කරන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ site එකට එන්න දෙන්න. It's okay. So that is happening through API. How data passed, right? How data passed. This is not a protocol. Actually, APIs work here. API is not a protocol, application programming interface. So it can authenticate. It can authenticate, not only authenticate, it can pass data from one application to another application. Right? It can pass data from one application to another application. For an example, Google search. You can include that search in your site. Google search, you can include that in your site. And have you seen videos? Okay, have you seen YouTube videos in some other sites? Have you seen or not seen? YouTube videos are there only in YouTube, or can it be embedded to other sites? It can be embedded. It can be embedded. So you can just go to YouTube and maybe click on a video, click on any video that you like, and maybe get details from that video. Right? You can click on any video and get details from that video, that specific video. And after getting information, you can embed it to your site. That doesn't matter. Here you can see this site. This site is if you want to log in. So you can authenticate using, if you want to log in, it will be, you can be, so it's possible to authenticate using Gmail or Facebook. Login with Facebook option is there. Login with Gmail it's okay. That is called single sign-in. Single sign-in. You can use one authenticated account to sign in with, like it's like Google giving you a passport. So when you sign into the Google give you, this guy is, yes, this guy is a genuine person, because Google verifies your username, Google verifies your country, Google has verified your maybe your email address, and they have verified your telephone number. So they are given a guarantee that this person can be trusted. So this site is happy with that. So if Google says this person is authenticated, this people are, so this other website owner is happy with that. That's the reason. Okay, let's go back. APIs work in there, and data formatting, encoding, encryption. So you can just make a use karana. So if you use this image, it's possible to write the features of this. Okay, data formatting, encoding, encryption, compression. So that is happening here. Resource sharing also a feature of this. And then presentation layer. Presentation layer, we can tell, okay, in the presentation layer, what will happen, encryption. So encryption, TION, encoding, compression, data representation happens here. Encryption happens here. Encoding happens here. So what is encryption? Encoding. Encryption means converting plain text to ciphertext. What is plain text? What is ciphertext? This I have given in the previous lessons, right? Just recall them. What is encryption? What is encryption? What is in ciphertext? What is plain text in encryption? Yes? Okay, so if I have to teach me all these things, then it will take more time, right? Then how to discuss this lesson? Okay, encryption is this additional thing. But anyway, if you don't know, I have to be responsible. As a responsible teacher, I'm going to teach you that. But as a responsible student, what you have to do is you have to browse, right? Next day when I give exercise, please don't disappoint me. Please search some information and come. That is the better way of doing that. Encryption. Converting human readable plain text to ciphertext. Secret. Decryption. This additional thing. Converting unreadable ciphertext to plain text. Well, I'll give you an example. So let's say you have a message like this. Okay, let's say the message is, I want to meet you today, 9:30 p.m. Through Google Meet. I want to meet you today 9:30 p.m. through Google Meet. Okay, this message is readable. Okay, let's say someone is converting this message. One method of encryption is substitution. Substitution-based encryption. Okay, in substitution-based encryption, so what you do, right? You substitute one character from some other character. You substitute. Can you change one character? Maybe I, when what Liana pulan J, the next character. Space when what apilium ko dash eka. Want kineke W X Y Z A B N element O T Q R S T U again dash to meet you T U O element O P then meet M N E F F T U. Likewise, you are substituting, you are changing one letter, not by just one position, maybe few positions, but You substitute one letter from other letter. එක letter එකක් වෙනුවට තව letter එකක් ලියනවා. Understood the method? Right? At least talk, right? So it's okay to not find information, but at least talk, make it interactive. Otherwise, like it's boring to me and boring to you as well. So did you understand that? What is encryption? In encryption, so one method is substitution. So okay, so you can simply use a programming language to do that. So this is what actually Julius Caesar has done in the wartime. In the World War, what Julius Caesar had issue. His soldiers were captured by the enemies, and the messages sent to those messengers or the soldiers is read by those enemies, and they knew what is the plan of Julius Caesar. By actually, there were like guerrilla soldiers who were guerrilla enemies who were hidden in the jungles. When these soldiers are sending information to the camps and other places, these people are called messengers. When these messengers are sending information, what has happened? These hidden people, these hidden enemies, they used to capture these soldiers or the messengers and read the message. Actually, those are war secrets given by Caesar's army. So Caesar was unhappy about that. Caesar wanted to actually change this culture. Caesar knows that it is not possible to send a set of actually messenger and guards. Unlike today. Today, you are when a minister is traveling, there's a big parade or guard actually securing the minister. So similar to that, a messenger is traveling, so providing a big army to guard him. So that is not possible. That is not feasible. So Julius Caesar was thinking what to do about that. So he found a solution. So next time when he was sending messages, he wrote the message, initial message, then substituted and given to the soldier. So he used a single alphabetical substitution. We call monoalphabetic substitution. One letter was represented by using another letter. Then when this messenger is captured by the enemies, then what enemies face, they found it difficult to read the message because the message is jumbled. It's like shuffled, or basically it's substituted. It's changed using some other characters. So it was a secret. Even after capturing the soldier, they couldn't read the message. So that was a war. That is a war strategy which is used to send secret messages through a messenger. So same strategy we can use to encrypt a message using actually substituting by using substitution. Represent one character using some other character. So this is called monoalphabetic substitution. Actually, we can call similar to Caesar cipher. How to write Caesar? Is it correct? Caesar cipher. I cannot remember his name. Caesar. Oh, yes, Caesar cipher. This is called Caesar cipher. Well, you substitute one character from some other character. You can develop, if you want, you can write a Python algorithm to convert that. So let's use ideally. Okay, so that's why I said if I explain this is related to network security. That's why I'm explaining, but it will take longer time to explain the theory. But anyway, so since you have not heard of this previously, so it seems, but I have given this in the previous lesson, one of the previous lessons about encryption, but the story you forgot. Okay, let's say you have a file, and this file is basically, let's say, message, plain text. So let's say the plain text equal input, enter something. You're getting something from the users. Then you can say for character